to click like, subscribe, the bell notification, and whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. What's up, everyone? Kaiju no Kami from the Toku and Animation News Network here with
Cruellica Kain.
And we are back with another Kaiju no Kami versus AI episode. What are we doing today?
So today we're going to be talking about the top 10 best Kamen Rider series.
Top 10 best Kamen Rider series. Oh, this is gonna be good because I'm gonna have to wreck this list like
Just don't. And I will admit.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna wreck this list like Homer Simpson and All You Can Eat Buffet.
Okay, that's better than what I thought. Anyways, I will admit the one caveat I will put out there is because of the AI. It does not have the most recent series of Geats and Revise uploaded into it because the data they're pulling is usually like a year or two old.
So no Gotcha, no Revise, no Geats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, just for caveat's sake, in case
they better not have Saber on there then.
No.
Okay, good. Because I was about ready to just rip that list up if they had Saber on there.
You have to let me get through it before you rip it up.
Nope, if Saber was on there, we wouldn't even bother.
Okay, and I will say they do not go in
order. Okay.
So number one is something I highly disagree with because I don't think it should be on any list. Yes, Kamen Rider Black, 87 to 88. Known for its darker, more serious tone, Black is considered a classic and highly regarded amongst themes.
Yes, it's true because it's true. You shall learn to like the Black. I guess we have to watch Black all over again.
No,
we're gonna watch Black over until you love it.
What, is this gonna be like Clockwork Orange?
Yes. You're going to watch Black over and over again until you're like, I love Black.
Now, joking aside, it is a hella dark show. I will give it credit for that. It's just not personally one of my favorites because...
Blasphemy. Blasphemy.
Can I... Shut up. Because personally, I like having the multi-rider concept. But... Oh my God, stop it. It's not blasphemous. Numero dos. Just because I'll go back and forth between languages. Because I
okay.
don't... Alright. Kamen Rider Kuga from 2000 to 2001. It's marked as the successful revival of the series and praised for its modern storytelling and strong character development. Now, Kuga, I will admit, because this was a single hero as well. Mm-hmm. But the reason why I didn't mind this one, and I know you're gonna look at me like a hypocrite, because you already are starting to look at me like one, is because the supporting cast of this series was much more engaged and developed compared to the supporting cast of Black. And that's my personal opinion, not anything beyond that. What the hell are you doing?
We'll have to wait in about 10 seconds for the ad to go.
10 seconds?
I'm just thinking.
Exactly those can't bear the
Oh my God. Okay. I was like, why are we waiting? But yes, it is just like the Scrubs episode song of Guy Love. Because it was so great to see the camaraderie between the police force and Kuga, plus his college student friends, plus his uncle and his cousin, I think?
No.
For the restaurant?
Well, remember, it wasn't his biological uncle.
I know, but still.
his niece.
His niece. And then the Frenchman, the doctor, all of these characters were... That's why...
And then we had the doctor who seemed all lost when he found out, oh, Kuga, and now I can't think of the detective's name suddenly. We're like, oh, they're in love? Oh, I mean, I can't...
Oh yeah, no. We were like, he really wasn't doing any shipping. He was picking on myself and Silverquill for our extensive shipping of Kuga and the officer. We shipped them to the end. But anyways, I personally will say, if I have to go choose between Black or Kuga for that single... That's my favorite song from the Carpenters, so don't pick on that song. But I will always choose Kuga over Black, and that's my choice, not yours. Sanban.
Actually, what's interesting though is because Kuga and Black, being that Sugimura did some of Black, were written by people who was doing the cop drama. Because Arakawa wrote Kuga to be a cop drama with a Kamen Rider in it, basically.
I will say, though, I feel that Kuga is more, in my perspective, a cop drama than Black is.
But, alright, so what's number 3 on the list?
So, can you move over? Just move over a bit, please.
Read it.
Can you just move over?
No. Read it.
It's a series that you're not a huge fan of.
Read it. Is it Deno?
Yes. Can you move over, please? With its time-traveling, multi-dimensional storyline and memorable characters, Deno became a fan favorite and spawned numerous spin-offs. Can you move over? Can you just go to the other side of the couch? Because, admittedly, I enjoyed Deno significantly more than you did.
But in the grand scheme of things, I will say Deno is better than some of the more recent series.
You mean the one that's an X, an 8?
And an S, and an Aber, and a Ghost.
Hey!
And
I appreciate Ghost much more than you do.
And one that had to take a whiz-ard.
Okay. Nevertheless, Deno is number 3.
I mean, it did have a good ending. I will give it that.
You were just happy it didn't.
Yes, but it did have a solid ending.
Well, if you think about it, the actor who played Deno
Did a good job.
He did. And he did such a good job, he is now Rurouni Kenshin in live action. Alright, number 4. Kamen Rider Double. The dual rider concept and its engaging detective-style narrative made Double stand out as one of the most innovative entries in the franchise. I don't know if I would say it's the most innovative, but I do agree. But this is you versus AI. What do you think of this?
I agree. Double is my 4th favorite Kamen Rider series.
Oh, and it's number 4 on the list,
so
too.
It's a win.
But
I love the concept between Shotaro and Philip. I mean, especially you have the things that Philip is meant to be nameplay off of Philip K. Dick.
But he was more sci-fi than detective, I thought.
Well, there's that, and Philip Marlowe.
Oh, I would have thought more... Okay, Philip Marlowe is more of a detective.
Right, but the sci-fi aspects were from Philip K. Dick. But yeah, Philip Marlowe and then Philip K. Dick. I love the whole neo-noir aspect for it.
I do like the sandal throwing.
Oh, and the Akiko with her hitting everyone with a shoe.
And that's how she gets married to Axel. Makes no sense to me when you see them married later and you're like, I need to rewatch this to see if there was any subtleties. Because I think I missed something when watching of her getting together with Axel. Was it Axel or Excel?
Excel.
Oh, okay.
I think. And then, yeah, because Axel was...
Yeah, that's what I was like. I'm thinking I'm naming
Excel.
it wrong.
But also I love the whole Sonozaki family. That was the first time we had an actual, like, crime organization again in a Kamen Rider show instead of just a monster group that sometimes works together, sometimes doesn't. We had an actual family of villains with some really cool designs. Because the Taboo Dopant looks like something out of Shin Megami.
Yeah, I will agree with that. I actually liked Double a lot, so I have no complaints there.
I am still mad they have not brought that out to America. And Crunchyroll has not really... Because it's perfect, would be the perfect series to bring out when they can also market it with the anime. Which Crunchyroll has not put out on frickin' video either.
Because I believe the anime for Double did fairly well. Even in the States, I know people have liked it. From what I've heard.
I have no idea. All I know is Crunchyroll didn't even market it as a Kamen Rider show.
Well, if Kamen Rider is not that well known, technically, why would they?
Because they should still have advertised what the show is about.
So, number 5. I'm not sure how you will take this. Kamen Rider Build. It's known for its intricate plot, complex characters, and an innovative build system that allows for various combinations and forms.
No, I think Build was, for the most part, a solid show. It's just the last 10 episodes didn't need to be 10 episodes long. It could have been 5 at most.
Well, I did like the fact that mainly they were working with the villain the entire time and just didn't know it. But I will say it did spawn from the depths my second favorite Kamen Rider ever. Until he wore those disgusting t-shirts.
Crap, now I can't think of his name.
I think it was Crocodile.
Well, no, that was the
form.
Crocodile. Dun 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 dun.
And I have the Henshin device too, so that shows how much I love that.
But now I can't think of what the actual name was, because then I used him in my Dark Side the Spandex panel for villains, and then like 3 weeks after I did that panel, he became a good guy.
I know. I thought it was hilarious.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, when he started wearing those awful t-shirts, though.
Those were hilarious t-shirts.
Those were awful.
They had puns on them.
They were awful.
They were hilarious.
I was like, honey, your sex appeal is starting to fade. All right.
Dun 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 dun.
Number
dun, dun,
6.
Dun.
Just because whenever I played with the fucking Crocodile Henshin, if you didn't transform, it would do that dun 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 forever.
And then you never get to hear the scream.
No. Number 6, Kamen Rider Agito. A direct sequel to Kuga.
It is a sequel.
I know it's supposed to be a sequel, but none of the characters from the first series return, and typically when I think of a sequel, I think of some sort of connecting point outside of like a quick explanation in the beginning of 001.
Well, he says, in the beginning, they said it's been 2 years since we last saw the unknowns. Or, not unknowns, the unidentified
creatures.
Beings. And that's why the cops had the armored suit for G3 to be able to combat the unidentified beings.
But this continued the franchise modern revival with a gripping story and a more expansive world.
And this was like a supernatural cop drama.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I did like the fact that both Kuga and Nagito were cop dramas that were able to really show the working together, the diversity
Well,
against
plus
each other.
you had Suichi.
And then you had the third rider.
Well, you also had Suichi, who had fantastic development. Because since he had amnesia, you got to learn things as he was learning them, which was a great way of telling a story without making it feel like they're just doing exposition dumps.
And this series also had Damien. No, there is not a character in the series called Damien. This little boy, more so than Tokusatsu Gagaga's Damien, which the main character calls him Damien in her head canon, because we never find out the kid's actual name. She's like, oh my god, Damien! And that's all we know of him as, every time he appears. But in Kuga, you actually have that character that looks like Damien from the Omen franchise.
Right, and I'm trying to think if he... Because that kid... Oh my god, I know I talked about him.
You did talk about him.
Because he's in...
You said he was somebody else in a later series.
Yes, now I'm trying to remember... what was it? Let's see here. Where's the... What do we got here? Gills. He was the other one that was...
Yes. Gills was the one who was the football player or swimmer who kind of ran away from everything because of the fact that he was like that monstrous type creature.
Yeah, so the kid here has been in the Great Yokai War. He was Sojiro in the live-action Rurouni Kenshin movies.
Oh, yeah, you had mentioned that.
He is Koichi in the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure live-action movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have that movie.
He's in Godzilla -1. He's Shikishima.
Wait.
He's Shikishima.
He's the main character?
Yeah.
Damien from Kuga is the main character.
Agito. Yeah, Damien from Agito is Shikishima.
I thought Damien was in Kuga, not Agito.
Damien, the kid.
Oh, Agito. Wait, I'm reversing the name.
Yeah, we were just talking about Agito.
Yeah. Wait, how old is he?
He was born in 93.
So he is... Oh, he was hella young in Agito then.
Yeah, he was the child version.
No, I know he was the child version.
He's also Bo in Spirited Away, the voice, and Marco in Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah, I knew those.
He's Tachibana in Your Name. He's
the movie that makes me cry.
And Wuthering With You.
Yeah, because it's the same.
He's the new voice of Shinji in the newer Evangelion movie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
nonetheless, I did not know he was Shikishima. So he was the character that basically creates his own family. Oh my god, because I swore I recognized him. I told you that all the time.
But then we got so fixated on Gokai Blue being in the movie that we kind of forgot about looking at Shikishima. Because the lady who's also Noriko, she was the girl from Shin Kamen Rider.
No way.
Yeah, Rumiko. Rumiko.
She was the daughter?
The android daughter, yeah.
Oh my god! Well, one, that makes me feel old when you think about how much older she is now from Shin Godzilla.
No, Shin Kamen Rider.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Which was the same year as
Yeah, never mind.
-1.
I was thinking of something else. Alright. So, Agito, as you can tell, we loved the series. We loved the characters so much that we gave them nicknames, and now they're doing more important things than our random ass nicknames. So number 7, Kamen Rider Forze. Known for its high energy, high school musical, I'm only saying that, high energy, school-based setting, and its theme of friendship and overcoming challenges, Forze has a strong appeal to younger audiences. Now, excuse me, when we first watched the series, we watched the first episode.
And I was like, okay,
as it was airing.
Too much like Glee. Alright, so Camcorder had died there for a moment. So as we were talking about with Forze.
So, yes, just whatever it is. And so, number 7 is Forze, depending on where it got cut off. And we watched the first episode as it was airing. You thought of Glee. I thought it was way too stupid. And we refused to watch it for how many years before we watched it?
No, we watched it the following summer because the following year we'd watch Black RX,
No.
Double O's, and then by the time we started watching Forze it was in July. So when we actually caught up on Forze, we only had 2 episodes to watch as it was airing.
Oh, I didn't know it was still airing when we watched it.
Yeah, because we ended up watching Wizard from when it started, and Gaim, because we watched Wizard and Gaim and half of Drive before we stopped watching Kamen Rider as it aired again.
Oh, yeah.
Until Build, and then we watched Build, stopped with Geo after episode 4 of Geo, then we watched 01, and then we've been pretty
consistent.
Inconsistent.
Oh, yeah, inconsistent.
Because we didn't do Saber, we did Revice, we did Geats, and then we didn't do Gotchard.
So with Forze, when we re-watched the first episode, and we watched it where we could marathon it, I called it High School Musical The Kamen Rider, even though it doesn't have any music. It's just the silliness.
It was
of
also
it.
the way that first episode when they were walking in the lunchroom was filmed and everything.
Mm-hmm. And you kept on calling it as we were watching it, even though we both enjoyed it. You called it High School Glee,
No,
or Kamen Rider Glee. So I liked the goth girl. She was my spirit animal.
I like the fact that his costume was like a PlayStation controller.
Oh God.
Because it was white, like a PlayStation controller, had triangle, circle, X, square on the legs and the arms.
But do you agree with it being one of the tops?
I mean, it would. I'm not sure if it would make my top 10 list yet. It would make an honorable mention, if nothing else.
I will admit to you that you're going to be very disappointed when we're done with the list.
Because Blade's not on it?
I'll just leave it at that.
Is Blade not on the list?
No.
Blade is not on the list.
No.
That's it. We're done. I'm not doing any more. If Blade is not on the list, I don't want to hear anything else.
Can we just continue for the sake of you arguing with AI at the end?
Well, there is nothing more to argue about because the list is wrong. If Blade is not on that list, then it ain't a good list and it's worthless now.
But don't you want to know what
Nope.
else AI selected?
Nope. Because probably some stupid ass shit like Xaid.
No.
Oh, really?
No. Can I just go with what number 8 is?
Fine. I thought Forze was 8, or was Forze 7?
7.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Gito was 6. Okay.
Number 8 technically should not have an end year. Kamen Rider Decade.
But they don't have Blade on the list. But they have Decade.
So Decade is notable for its anniversary theme, where the protagonist travels through various past Kamen Rider series celebrating the franchise's history. I think the funniest part, even hearing it from the Japanese actor's translator's mouth, because he said gobbledygook in Japanese, which I could not understand, all of it. I joke about the gobbledygook, it's just, I didn't understand it all. So once the translator said it, the joke that he made was essentially, for the last 14, or essentially 15 years since he was originally cast as Decade, he has never been able to leave his role as Decade.
Yeah, he says he keeps wanting to be done and they keep bringing him back.
So, who knows, when we get to 2035, he's going to be in his late 40s, still filming for Decade. He's probably going to have to come out with a walker by the time he's done.
Well, it's just like him and Jinga. Jinga they keep bringing back in Garo as well.
Well, I'm also thinking of, for the original actor who played Kamen Rider, because Ichiban's actor has been coming back. Ichigo's actor. Oh yeah, Ichigo. Sorry, I'm thinking of Ichiban from the stupid Yakuza series. It's not stupid because I'm a fan. I just haven't gotten up there yet. But
well, maybe somebody has to work their ass off and finish number 3.
But anyways,
Just saying.
Ichigo's actor has been coming back, and how long ago was
53 years.
So 53 years, and the dude was already in his 20s at that time. And he still comes back. I know it's probably been a couple of years since his last time, but it's still the fact that he has not been released from his contract.
Which is funny because I actually think he's lamer than Ichimonji.
Now, but do you think it's fair that Decade's here?
No, because the show is unfinished.
Is the show ever going to be finished?
The show did not have an actual ending.
That's why I said it shouldn't have an end date of 2010. I'm like, this is the only series that its ending keeps on being delayed into subsequent movies.
But, no, especially since Blade's not on this list.
Oh my God.
Okay, is Gaim on the list?
Number 9, Kamen Rider X. Although older, Kamen Rider X has a nostalgic value and remains popular among longtime fans of the franchise's early years. I have not seen
I haven't
X.
watched X either.
So, from 74 and 75, but from what this AI is telling us, is that we can presume that X is probably one of the more popular Showa era Kamen Riders.
Wait, it can't be. X should be just 74.
Well, it says 74 to 75.
Because X is 74, because X started in like February, ended in October.
Oh,
Amazon started in October, ended in March of 75, and then Stronger was March to December of 75, and that's where Kamen Rider ended until.
But here's
79.
the question then: did X have a movie
during the show?
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know why I put 75, but it just put 75 with it.
But I only have watched the first episode to X, and so I don't really know why they'd put it on that list.
It's the only show. Well,
with Black.
Well, Black. The hard part I have about calling Black
but Stronger
Showa,
should have been would have been a better choice, I think, than X. X is really only notable because of Starfish Hitler.
Wait, that's the show that has Starfish Hitler?
Yes.
That's probably why it will never be released in America.
That's why it should have. If they were going to put X on that thing, they should have said, this is on here because of Starfish Hitler, who has become an international sensation just for the concept of them having Hitler be a monster.
That gets killed.
Well, they all get killed.
Well, the genie didn't.
Yes,
I'm kidding.
But all the monsters in X are based on conquerors and dictators and.
So let me ask you a question. When did it transfer over from Showa to Heisei?
89.
Okay, so airing of Black RX is when it transferred over.
Yeah, Black RX is the last Showa era show.
Okay. So, numero 10. Kamen Rider. I don't know why I keep on saying it, because everything's Kamen Rider. 01. The series introduced a futuristic setting and a focus on AI and technology, making it relevant and popular in a modern context. Now, to be fair, this is an AI generating it, so maybe because it had a focus on AI, it thought it was very simpatico, but...
That's some biased ass bullshit right there.
I don't know for a fact.
AI picking an AI-based series to be one of its top shows. I call bullshit on the.
What the fuck kind of accent was that?
I don't know. It's just an accent that I think is a real accent.
No!
Good day, governor.
Okay, that's kind of Britishish.
Drink up your tea, sippy sippy. Tip tip cheerio.
Okay, stop. Stop. But anyways, I personally love 01. outside of the additional movies that do not exist in my personal purview. The movie ended, the series ended with just the movie that concluded the main series. All those subsequent specials and movies, they don't exist.
Yeah.
Because if they did, in canon, I know what the creator says, but if they did...
Fuck the creator.
The creator destroyed all the characters with his subsequent shit. So, I only count the episodes and that finish off movie.
And there were a lot of issues with the show itself. Because you had the competition arc was...
But that was because of COVID.
The competition arc was done before COVID, actually.
You keep on going back and forth on that to me.
But no, well, the competition arc was extended because of COVID, but the competition arc was actually filmed before, was mostly written before COVID delayed it.
You also have to remember, different countries experience COVID at different times.
Also, though, COVID wasn't the excuse for making Thouser into a whiny little bitch who was hugging a chair, but I don't want to go. But I don't want to go. Because they turned Thouser from this cool villain into this one-note little bitch who just was utterly horrible. They couldn't figure out what they wanted to do with Jin. Did they want to kill Jin? Did they want to have Jin be a good guy? Did they want to have him be a bad guy? I don't know. When's Jin going to come back? Because the show basically became, okay, when's Jin getting resurrected?
Well, okay, moving on.
So, they kept introducing all these forms that would show up once, maybe a second time, and then that was it. I like 01, but the more time has gone on, especially having watched Geats more recently, the more I have come to have a lot of issues with 01. I still like the whole racism aspect of 01. I like the Black Lives Matter little symbolism in there. And having Aruto turn villainous was kind of cool, especially the way they did it, and how Az was like a demonic character, but it had a lot of issues.
Alright, so now we get into your conversation topic of why you don't agree with some of this list, all of this list.
No Ryuki, no Blade, no Gaim. No Drive.
Wait, you like Drive that much now?
Yeah. Drive was really good.
Oh no, I like Drive. I just remember when we first watched it, you made us stop watching it because you didn't like it.
Well, we were kind of bored with it, and we also had someone was watching with us all the time. It was like, this one's boring. Why are we watching it? Oh, this show sucks. But got no Gaim. No Drive, no Blade, no Ryuki, no Hibiki.
Well, do you think Hibiki should be on the top 10 list?
No Fies. Yes, Hibiki should be on the top 10 list, because those first 29 episodes are unique for Kamen Rider.
But does that mean it should count?
They put Decade on there.
You met Decade's actor. Be nice.
But that doesn't mean having. But also,
well, he could have hugged you too.
Thank God he didn't. Thank God we saw him the first day. Actually, now I think about when we were doing the pictures, I should have had him do the Jenga pose instead of the Decade pose. Oh well. Just because it would have been different. And then, yeah. So. No Blade, no Ryuki, no Fives, no Hibiki, not even Kabuto. Yes, Kabuto has flaws, but it has less flaws than frickin' Decade and frickin' 01 and frickin' whatever the hell that was on there, Den-O. Ugh. And no Kiva.
So basically every other series but 3 that are on here.
Black Maidens, I can understand having built on there, even though I disagree with it.
What about Akito?
Akito and Kuga were totally awesome. But this is Forza. Okay, I can get Forza because Forza is a good show. Double was definitely deserved on there. But this list is whack, man. Whack.
We're not in the 90s.
I
don't think the kids know what whack means anymore.
Well, at least they didn't put Geo on there.
No, that's on a different list.
The worst list? Mm-hmm. Okay. Whew. At least AI gets something right.
But I will ask a question. Just for the worst list when we get to it. Have you ever heard of the series Kamen Rider Delta? Or what that could be?
Kamen Rider Delta?
Mm-hmm. Just noodle on that. Please like, subscribe, click the bell notification, do whatever else YouTube has.
How is Kamen Rider Delta?
For you to support us. You can find us on all the social medias at either Toku AAN Network or Kaiju no Kami. And please do continue to check out these Kaiju no Kami versus AI episodes. Let us know if there's anything that you want us to...
The Delta from Fives?
...focus on. And if there's anything else that you'd like us to discuss. And if there's a series that you would like us to have a conversation between what AI says to what his reality says. I'm actually thinking of one now, similar to SPD, doing one for Kamen Rider Blade. Just to see what it says so he can argue with the AI. Even though it's on a random sheet of paper and not the computer. Don't rip it up! I need it for the rest of the sheet. But anyways... Thank you very much, and check out our website at creativitybydesignllc.com, and you can find cool Kaiju no Kami merchandise at creativitybydesignllc.com/shop. And if you ever want to make it easier than just searching for his YouTube channel on YouTube, you can always just type in kaijunokami.com, and it'll actually take you directly to his YouTube channel. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day, and we will see you again soon with some more Kaiju versus AI. And I know tomorrow, well, actually, it won't matter for tomorrow.
Yeah, I was going to say, this video won't be out till like the end of the week.
But tomorrow for us, end of week for you, we might be seeing the next Transformers movie. Bye!
Until then.